Hi guys, so I just dropped by to try and share a bit of encouragement because a lot of us are feeling very frustrated during this time. There's so much going on and not really much you can do about it, and that feeling of no control is actually really frustrating at times. Yeah, so my coming on here is just to let someone out there know could be really frustrating feeling. I mean frustrated feeling like you're at your wit's end, We're many. We're like a lot of us are going through the same situation where you feel stuck or you find yourself at home all day. Mumeangaliana tu. For those who don't understand Swahili, you're just there looking at each other all day. Moods are bound to, you know, heads will clash and that kind of thing. But what I would recommend for us is to try and imitate normalcy to as much of an extent as you can. Do a bit of exercise. You don't have to go to the gym. You can take a walk. The fresh air will do you some good. Read a book. All those things you've been postponing that you would want to do when you find you don't have the time. Now is the time. Reflect. Set a few new goals. Try and imagine that this could be going on for a long time. And during that long time, you're not going to let yourself go crazy. Resist. Resist fear. Resist panic. Try your best not to let your spirit get discouraged, because really the biggest part of it is out of your hands. But the little part that you can do, save yourself, fight for your sanity, fight for your mind. Read the Bible, pray. Read you some Psalms. Psalms is one book that has a lot of comfort. Would do you a world of good. So guys, basically what I'm saying is instead of like binge watching telly all day, like we're on news non-stop and living in a state of just expecting the worst, expecting doom, fearing the worst, because everything that comes from the news is like, it's just negative. I was caught up in something like that for a while, and then I realized I don't need to do this. Twice a day is enough. In the morning, I try to listen, make sure that I'm not going to rush out of the house and go and find there's a lockdown or something. And then in the evening, I catch up just to know, yeah. In between, try and think positive thoughts. Remind yourself who you are. Try to remember what you love to do and do it. In between work and whatever else you have to do, try and get moments to do the things you love, to do what makes you happy. And remember, things could be far worse. Remember, Africa is like the least affected continent as of now. So thank God despite everything. Remember to thank Him. He's kept us thus far. And thinking positive has never had any negative effects. Even if you just do it to give yourself hope, it's always a better option than, dwelling on news which will just bring you down. So I'm going to leave you with this clip from a guy called Nick. He, if there's a guy who's meant to be down, this guy, you will see him. I'm sure many of you know him. He's a guy without limbs. And we can all learn a thing or two from him. So till next time, thank you for watching, for subscribing, and may you find peace. May you find peace in your heart today. Thanks guys. God bless. Bye.
Life is life. Life is an interesting journey of ups and downs. But how that journey ends is up to you today. You see, when you fall down and you feel like giving up, when times get tough, it's not the end. The question is, are you going to finish strong? The definition of a disability is something that will hinder you from being able to do something. I think, though, the greatest disability is not having no arms and no legs. The greatest disability is your mind, the choices that you make. The question is, are you going to make the right choices? Are you going to make the choice to have your life in its right perspective? Are you going to make the choice to get up instead of give up? Are you going to make the choice to dream big? There is no greater disability that we have in our life than to make the decision to give up. Because once you give up, then there is no hope. But until you give up, there is that hope. My passion is to encourage people, to inspire people to be all that they can be. I found my purpose, I found my strength, and I want you to find yours. Don't be afraid of failing. Every time you fall down, every time you fail, you learn something new. You're ready for the next one. You've learned how not to do something. Well, then learn from it and move on. Leave what's behind and press forward. You can only win if you don't give up. Go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. If nothing's holding me back, what's holding you back? No goal is too big. No dream is too far-fetched. It's as big as you can dream it. There are times in life where you don't see the purpose or the good in your situation. But just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not coming. Who goes to the train station, looks down the railway and says, the train's not here, I'm leaving. You will wait for the train. Why? Because the schedule says that the train is coming. So just because you can't see the hope in your situation, it doesn't mean that it's not there. You see, many people think that I have only one foot just because you can't see the other one. I've gone from a life without limbs into a life without limits. What about you?